Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, it's Wendy's favorite day of the week. Get ready for all of the sizzling hot topics we can fit in 1 hour. And is One Direction breaking up? Marianne Garvey from VH1's Gossip Table has the inside scoop on all their behind-the-scenes drama. Plus, we've got more spring savings for you on the hottest new Trendy at Wendy items. Now, here's Wendy!
Goodbye, winter. Hello, spring. I think I'm feeling great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. You're just happy to be in out of the cold right now. Spring is here, and it's like 25 degrees outside in New York. We had driving snow on Friday. It's ridiculous. Mother Nature, please get over yourself and give us some nice weather. You know? Did you have a nice weekend? Yeah. Me too. My weekends, I always like to set them pretty basic and pretty typical. I like to stick to a schedule. I do grocery shopping. Sometimes if there's something broke at the house, then that's when, you know, the fix-it person will come over and fix that. This weekend, my son and I palled around together. We went to the mall and we, you know, had lunch and stuff. Shout out to everybody we saw at the mall. Then I drive around the town, you know, in the suburbs of New Jersey, and I do random things and listening to my friends Denise and Melissa. Have you ever listened to the moms on Sirius XM? Yeah. Love them, you know, and then of course cooking and lots of TV. Last night I fell asleep at like 9:15. The last thing that I can remember seeing is Taylor Dayne on Millionaire Matchmaker. Taylor, it was nice to see you. Yes. And I fell asleep and I missed the Royals. And then I was thinking, why is it that I couldn't stay up? Because I love the Royals on E! at 10 o'clock. But it seems like 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, it's harder to stay up for me than maybe a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, because I spend all day Sunday. I don't know if this is you. If you're a working person, you spend all day Sunday preparing for the week ahead. And by the time like 8 o'clock comes, you're so exhausted. But I had a revelation over the weekend while getting a manicure. I said, Kamora Simmons would be perfect for Fashion Police. I mean, I know that's a very random thought, but I'm a random thinker. And I'm thinking that the show needs to be over. They said that they're gonna bring it back in September, but if they're not lying to us and they really are gonna be bringing it back, she'd be perfect. She's a model, she has a respected fashion opinion, and she's got a personality to boot. So anyway, that was my random weekend in Jersey. I like to keep it status quo on the weekends because normally if I do have something exciting to do on the weekends, it's like real exciting. Like this coming weekend, I'm going to Tampa for HSN to present my line. Yeah. Thanks. You know, real quick, you know, where else can you get a wrap dress for 49 bucks? And then I have like 9 to 5 wear and weekend wear. Now my Suzanne, who just celebrated her birthday. Yeah, Larry, you gotta get the head to toe shot because it's all Wendy wear except for the shoes. Yep. There you go. Ta-da! Yeah, Suzanne, model girl.
I love it.
Everything's under $100. Anyway, okay, so look. There's trouble in paradise, and I say, Miley Cyrus, you've got 1 weekend to cry about this, and then you move on, okay? Because you deserve better. You know, we can say a lot about Miley, and we always do, but one thing that I can never accuse her of being is a cheater. You know, when she's had boyfriends and fiancés in the past, you never see her sneaking around town. I respect that about her. But remember last week we were talking about she was spotted getting, or Patrick Schwarzenegger, the boyfriend, was spotted getting close to another girl on spring break. This is the girl. And some people in my Hot Topics were saying, well, that could be very innocent. You know how kids like to hang on each other. I said, no. I said, that's not innocent. He's gazing, she's gazing, and he's, you know, giving back the hug. And Miley was nowhere around on spring break. Personally, personally speaking, I don't think that spring break is a place to go if you're in a serious relationship unless you're going together. I'm just saying. So I didn't give him a pass on that one, and I guess maybe Miley didn't either. But now, for those of you who gave him a pass on this random hug, there are more pictures that surfaced from the same day of Patrick getting flirty with another girl. Not just any cute girl, his ex-girlfriend. Now, you know I'm a body linguist. I love body language. It tells a lot more than the spoken word. This right here is saying, yes, I miss you. And she's moving her glasses up like, say what? And listen, so we did some more digging about this girl. Apparently this girl has been on Schwarzenegger trips with the whole family. Maria, who doesn't like Miley, really likes this girl. There she is. The paparazzi has spotted her diving off the Schwarzenegger yacht. And they both go to the same college, so they're college sweethearts. Now, this is what I said. Do you think he's cheating on Miley? Well, so do I. But here's my thought. These are the things, you know, when you're young, you're supposed to kiss a lot of frogs. I've never thought it was healthy for young people to fall so deeply in love. Miley's already been engaged once to that Liam person, you know, back in the day. She and Patrick were already talking about getting engaged, Miley and Patrick. I think Miley is 22 years old. A 22-year-old girl, you know, she'll have her heart broken for one weekend, and then she needs to get out there and have a good time. Now, she went to some festival to get over it this past weekend. She wasn't even on the bill, but I guess she wanted to, you know, get out of the house. And regarding Patrick, this is what seniors in college sometimes do. Girls, it happens. And if I were Maria, were you the one behind breaking up Patrick and Miley? Because this is the kind of mom I am. I mean, not that I would do it, but I totally get it, and I might. You call up the old girlfriend and you say, how would you like spring break on me? We'll send the jet around, and you have first class everything, you know? So it worked. Miley, you live and you learn, and then you get loves, like the commercial says. By the way, Miley did post a disturbing picture with the caption, current mood, on her social media. Take a look. If this was one of our more mentally unstable celebrities, I might be nervous, but this is Miley. You know, go on, girl, you're fine, Miley, you're fine. We haven't heard from Rob Kardashian in a long time, until now. Apparently, he's slamming his sister Kim. Again, because he's done that before. Remember when she married Kanye? He left in the middle of the ceremony and flew back to our country. Rob posted this picture with the caption, "This is my sister Kim, the bitch from Gone Girl." Look, I didn't see the movie, so I don't know what that means, but the majority of everybody in this building has seen the movie, so you understand what that means. Okay, so look, he deleted everything on his Instagram except for this picture and that caption. I wouldn't imagine that Kim would be the best sister. I'm sure she's hella selfish, and all the things that he says about her, I'm not surprised. But what I want Rob to do is get over his family and get into himself. Because Rob, you know, I don't know what has been done to your heart by Rita Ora and Adrienne Bailon and some of your past girlfriends, but you're wearing it on your waistline, dear. Do you remember when Rob used to be thinner? Yes. I don't know what's going on with you, Rob, but I would say take care of your outside and your, and you can't even say the middle age spread. Like, you know, some of us, we gain weight, and we can blame it on, we had kids. And the middle age, you know, we're now 45 or whatever. But no, Rob, you need to get back to that, Rob. Yes. Really, Rob. And you know, Rob, I think you would be a superhero to all of us out here if you branched out of your family and wrote a tell-all. Yes. Or right? Or something. Oh, Rob. And by the way, happy belated birthday, Rob. I understand you celebrated a birthday, and your sister, you know, the one from Gone Girl, she posted a picture of Rob looking Well, Rob, you look hot. Kim, you have messed your face up. I mean, Kim is still a pretty girl, but this girl right here, just like she's gone way too far with everything. Anyway, happy belated birthday, Rob Arthur George Socks. Get yourself together. Did you hear about Suge Knight? Do you know who Suge Knight is? Okay, good, my people. Look, the judge gave him $25 million bail. He's never getting out. He's never going to get out. He doesn't have that money. He's no longer friends with Dr. Dre, who's got the $25 million. Like he has burned all financial bridges. Nobody's giving Suge the best place. A lot of people would say that the best place for him to be is behind bars, because now the streets are a little safer. Well, anyway, so this all transpired on Friday. And I'll tell you where I was at the time of the verdict and who I was with. Just give me a moment. At the time of the verdict, that was Friday, and it came down. Apparently, this is him in court. You know, he's going blind or already blind in one eye, which I don't know why he was driving the truck to begin with, the truck where he ran over that man. He ran over a man in the truck, allegedly. The lawyer lady up there in the booth is telling me to say allegedly. But if you go on TMZ.com, you'll see the video footage. Look, so Suge is pulling into a parking lot, and he's driving a big red truck, and he ran over a man, and then backed over the man. The man's body hopped up. I mean, it was the saddest. It was the saddest thing ever. So, but I'll say allegedly, even though I know what my eyes saw. Anyway, he was so upset in court, this Suge was, that he fainted. Some people would say threw himself on the ground, but we're gonna go with faint. So he's blind in one eye, he fainted in court, and he got taken away in an ambulance. So a lot of people's thoughts are Suge, based on how menacing he was, you know, back in the day, Death Row Records, hanging, you know, Vanilla Ice off the balcony by his feet, allegedly, and using real strong-arm tactics to, you know, gain control of situations. A lot of people say that he's getting what he deserves, and if he doesn't get killed in the streets, he'll be killed in jail. So maybe the one place where he wouldn't be killed is in the hospital, and so a lot of people, well, a lot of people feel that he's faking all this to stay in maybe the safest place, which would be the hospital. I don't know where he's gonna get the $25 million, but it is for taking this man's life, allegedly, through running him over, not once, but backing the truck over and hitting him twice. This is the fourth time he's been taken to the hospital after court. Now, when I found out this information, I just happened to be near somebody whose opinion mattered. Michelle. Michelle is Suge Knight and Dr. Dre's baby's mother. She had a, hey, Michelle. That's how she talks. Now look. I like Michelle a lot. We happened to be together in the same room at the same time. Somebody called me over like this and said, guess what, breaking news, look. You know, showed me on the phone. I was like, ooh. And Michelle was sitting there minding her own business. She knew nothing. So when I went over to tell her, well, her reaction, let's just say, was very interesting. I will not defy her confidence, but her reaction was extremely interesting. Suge, looks like your booty's in a sling this time. And we'll continue watching, because we have to. Over the weekend, while I was glancing at my Sex and the City marathon on the E! Channel, but I didn't stay. The reason that I didn't stay is because they were the Baryshnikov years. I don't like Carrie in Paris. I hate when she turned her life over to that man. Remember, she smoked in the restaurant and ate with the dog? And then he forced her to meet his ex-wife? And then the daughter was like kind of flippant to Carrie? I skipped over it. I was paying more attention to the scroll. You know how the E! News makes the scroll at the bottom? And I see Bradley Cooper and Suki Waterhouse are over after dating for 2 years. Well, you know, just as well. You remember when last we talked about them, which was just last week, I was telling you that Suki really wants to get married and Bradley is down for starting a family but wasn't really about the marriage. And I said that Suki was doing the right thing then by wearing Gloria, Brad's mother, down. You know, sometimes when you want something from your man, sometimes if you use the Jedi mind trick on the mom, you know what I mean? Then the mom will convey to your man, and before you know it, your man is doing exactly what you need him to do, right? So But apparently, Bradley is ready to start the family, like I was telling you. And Suki, although she wants to get married, she wants to focus on her career, which she can't. She's only 23. It's for the best, everybody. He's 40 years old. There's a 2 years neither of them will get back, but hopefully it's a learning lesson for both of them. When you're a 30-year-old man and you're thinking about getting married one day, you don't date a 21-year-old girl. At the time they started, she was 21. Let her grow. 23 is too young for babies, whether you're a school teacher or an actress. So good luck to both of them. They're both very good-looking people. They make a handsome couple, but I'm sure both of them will be just fine. Yeah. Do you know who Eric Walden is? My people. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm not really a sports person. I don't go to sports come to me. Like if something happens hot topically, then all of a sudden I'm a sports person. Well, something happened hot topically this week, and I want to share the story, okay? Now, look, Eric Walden plays for the Green Bay...
Indianapolis Colts.
They're so masculine over there. He plays for the Indianapolis Colts, and he's been in the NFL for 8 years, and he has a 4-year, $4 million a year contract. Did I remember right? Good. I got a good night's sleep. Anyway, he was allegedly attacked by his baby's mother. Well, no. Listen to Look, that's what she looked like when she did the attack, because that's the mugshot. Imagine walking in the door and, okay, let me tell you what happened. All right, so the kids, first of all, they have 2 kids together, and the kids look to be about like 6 and 8 years old. And this guy is 28 years old. And apparently they're not together anymore, but he was out with his new girl, and they had gone to dinner, and I guess they came back, for a nightcap. And he puts the key in the door, or opens the garage door, whatever he does. Anyway, he opens the door to go into his own house, and what do you think happened? This woman down here with the googly eyes, I'm one to talk. I know what my eyes do when I do this show. I have a disease, Graves' disease. Look, this lady right here with the googly eyes jumped out of nowhere with a gun and a baseball bat. Look, allegedly. Look. She allegedly got into the house on her own. And I guess that'll learn you to use your alarm, Eric. Look, so she's waiting in the house, and he walks in with his new chick. And she commences to trying to swing, and he fought her and got the gun out of her hand, like a wee TV movie. And then this lady right here, swings the bat and misses him, but hits the girlfriend in the arm and broke it. Not hit the bat, but hit the arm. And then the cops were called. And the cops show up, and they take the girlfriend and Eric's account of the situation. And do they take the lady? Oh, she'd already fled the scene, so she didn't go into custody, right? So she's on the loose. and so look, so then after the cops take the statement, the cops leave, and Eric takes his new chick to the hospital. So he takes her to the hospital, get the arm all, bandaged up, I guess. When they get back from the hospital, this girl right here, the baby's mother, jumps out. Allegedly. Look. The baby's mother allegedly jumps out of the woods with a knife and slashed Eric in the arm. As in, you thought I was out of weapons, did you? It's not funny. It's not funny. This is terrible. It's not funny. And I love to talk race. And you've been watching now for 6 seasons. If you're new to the show, just know I like to talk race. I'm not a racist, I'm a realist. But as a black woman, the only thing that some of us wonder is, I wonder if his new girlfriend is a white girl. Because sometimes that makes sisters even more angry when a man has moved on. And that might, Suzanne? White ladies? Like, do you know what I mean, Suzanne?
Well, no black men have ever hit on me.
Well, you're married.
Oh.
But what some black men do is some black men will use, like, this was probably his girl when he was on the come up. You know, in college and everything, she put up with all the practices, broke nights, cheating. She could have allegedly helped him do his work on account of a lot of football players aren't so. You know what I mean?
I get it now.
And then all of a sudden he gets this 4-year, $4 million a year contract.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, some black women feel this way. I don't feel this way, but I'm just sharing what goes on in our community because you might never know what is in the inner workings of some black women. But some black women do feel, and this is real, Suzanne.
Okay, all right, I'll listen.
Like all of a sudden a man gets going and makes it great,
Right.
you know, one of ours,
Right.
and then he,
Damn him.
I'm just saying, I don't know what the new girlfriend looks like. I have no idea, but can we just please do, because there's two sides to every story. We don't know what this man has done to this woman to make her come to his house with 3 weapons. All I know is that allegedly, as of the time when the double doors open, Eric has custody of the kids, and we do have give a better picture of this woman, please. Look, good luck to all parties, and shout out to everybody in the sports world. Like I said, I don't follow you all, I mind my own business. But when your mess meets the intersection of my hot topics, I gotta go with the story.